looks like everything's working. Wait for everything to catch up, and let's get started. Set on private. Should be public. Well, hello, welcome. Hi. Let me know if the music is good or bad. And the sound is okay. Still working on a few things. This is my second stream, so hopefully everything's working all right. like there needs to be like a circle there for a joint. 2, 3. No, I can work with that. 1, 2, 3. Armpits, elbow. Duplicate. Well, as long as, I mean, you're here, so some feedback's better than no feedback. Appreciate it. Currently going through the selections. I have a soundboard in which I use. And it's new to me too, so a lot of this stuff is new. But I'm working on it, And so far it seems to be somewhat working. Pretty sure he's got 4 digits. I know, right? Been years. Yes, it has. A lot of stuff's happened. A lot of stuff has happened. What is the future? 3D? Custom models, 3D. It's the future. Yeah, I'm excited too. I just know that that's going to be a lot of work. But once the initial process is done, everything should go a lot faster. So I just have to get the assets done first. Learn how to do stuff. It's going to be a learning process, but yeah. I'm back on it. And yes, it has been years. It depends. Depends on what you're going for. So if you want fast animation, quick, and like traditional, it'd be 2D. But unfortunately, everything's going to 3D. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One reason why I am personally going 3D is due to I want to make 3D models of my rigs, and hopefully be able to sell them to you guys if you guys are interested in. So I'll be able to pose like the dragon and stuff like that. So it's merchandise. You don't make money on the actual animation projects. You make money on merchandise. It's just time consuming. So 3D objects you can use for multiple things. It's just much more diverse. Oh. Knowing my speed, it'll be forever. ETA unknown. I mean, I can't give you this is a learning process. For like Return of Snowdrop, that was a learning process. I had to learn everything from that. So that's, what was that, 6 months? 6 months for that. That was for a minute and a half of animation. But of course I had to make everything from scratch, which is kind of like what I'm doing right now, kind of. It takes a lot. Let's just say it takes a lot. And there's going to be mistakes along the way, and you have to accept that. I have no formal education in regards to this. This is all hobby and fun, and it's secondary to like work and stuff like that. I hope you do. I hope this comes out with like... So what I'm doing is I'm making a T-pose, and then hopefully I'll be able to transfer this T-pose into any shape or design I want. And then hopefully 3D print this, and you guys will be able to purchase individual models. That's the plan. That's the long way down the road. Like, I'm still looking into 3D printing and getting like little miniatures, and it'll be professional, hopefully. And then hopefully turn these 3D models into actual animations, right? So this is like the bare bones T-pose dragon that you start with. This is like a base concept, right? This will not be the final design. So let's see here. How many revamps has there been? So I started with a Flash, and I switched over to Toon Boom. Then I went to Blender, and now I'm currently on ZBrush Blender. So if that makes sense. And script has changed multiple times as well. So like, at the very beginning, right? At the very beginning, we were going to have changelings as like the ultimate bad guys, but then the changelings got reformed. So then I was like, okay, scrap, toss, and then, yeah, get some rest. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, the script has gone through multiple changes. Well, the inspiration was Silly Philly Studios, Snowdrop itself. And then, of course, My Little Pony, which Snowdrop is based off of. The dragon is like the original character, the mascot the Mickey Mouse of DPS. So it's a good starting point. It's a good starting point. And I'm just now starting to learn how to stream, so I was like, you know what? The audience needs to be involved, right? People need to see what I'm doing, and people think that I'm dead, or the channel's dead, or whatnot. And it was partly true, right? Because we had, like, I had work and stuff like that, and now I'm getting a little bit more comfortable in, like, where I'm at in my life. So it's like, now time to get back to it. If that makes sense. Like I said, this is all a labor of love. Is the series going to be, well, I mean, it's going to be action? Let's just go with that. It's going to be action. So I know that's not a satisfying report. But yeah, it's going to be action. Save's done. Let's go ahead and quick save while we're here. Always quick save. Don't lose progress. I'll need... Thumb has 2 digits. Fingers has 3. Claws have 3. Hello, welcome. Was the year difference from actual show to series? I don't know what you're referring to. You're talking about, like, actual show? Like My Little Pony or this? Any significant changes? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're moving from 2D to 3D animation. That's one of the major things. We'll make sure that major characters are 3D modeled. It's all going to be original design and concept, if that makes sense. Like your series years after the My Little Pony series, or before My Little Pony series. This would be the in-between. This would be like, I don't know, the Dark Ages. So, for example, Cadence would still be around, Princess Luna is still around, Twilight Sparkle, Main 6 will not be involved, or at least they're not so far been involved. That's one thing. I don't know, spoilers. I don't know if I want to talk about that. Oh no. I've just been busy. Incredibly busy. Most projects, like, you have to have the effort. Well, hello, welcome. Well, he is kind of a boss. He is technically the final boss. Technically. I'm not sure how realistic I want to go with him. I may have to simple down his design, but... Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. This is my second stream, so if things ain't right, if music's too loud, please let me know. I'm still working on stuff, so... I still think I need like a second monitor. That way I can go full screen and still see what chat's doing and see the status of the stream. Because currently it's all on one monitor. And I have another monitor and it doesn't have hooked up due to the HDMI cable or whatever. It's maybe something I'll do later or attempt to do. But I'm just trying to make sure that the guts and the settings are correct, so any feedback would be appreciated. I am cautiously optimistic about the new series. They had more questions than answers. And I like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic, and I have seen it, yes. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I don't know if I want to spoil it. I don't know if I want to talk about the Gen 5 movie. At least give people a month, right, to actually go and see it, form their own opinions and stuff. But currently, I am cautiously optimistic. Let's see how that looks. It could be a little smaller, I think. Not the thumb, though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Well, if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to spoil it. That's how I do it. Like I have like plenty of questions, legitimate questions that need to be addressed. Yeah, I mean, thank you. Like, always try to do your best. Always. The program that I am currently sculpting in is ZBrush, but the OBJ file would be transferred over to Blender, and that's what I will be used to animate. So sculpting and design and like configuration and that all is going to be done in ZBrush. And then it will be transferred over to Blender for actual animation. In ZBrush, I will be able to 3D print, and hopefully you guys will be able to access little miniatures and figures, probably like, 28 millimeter designed miniatures, so it can be used for tabletop and stuff. So I don't know if you guys do tabletop gaming, or you just collect stuff and you'll hopefully be able to put it on a shelf or something like that. So that's a different thing. But that's like more designs and future projects. I want to make sure everything is done. There's like a whole bunch of tasks that need to be complete, and this is like one of the basics thing is the 3D model. Duplicate and also thought about doing like t-shirts. Not about doing that as well, but not 3D models. It'll be like a simple design on like, I don't know. I got several concepts in the work. I'm working on stuff. A lot of work to do. Okay, just make sure that these knuckles are in the right digit. Okay, so perfect. Oh, definitely for kids. All of my stuff is like PG-13. So like cursing, although not like, where's that? That's digit 2. Digit 2. Perfect. Is everybody organized? Game of Thrones. So I've read some of the books. I've read the first one. I've seen all of the series. It's interesting. It's the final season. I think the build up for the bad guy. He, in order to break the mold of the classic tropes of which Martin was designing to do, right? This is his own words, that he was trying to break tropes, and, you know, the Hobbit, the halfling, the half-man is the bad guy, and the savior is the villain, and stuff like that. That's all messed up when they killed the king, the Ice King, or whatever it was. Had they have like united, and then the main antagonist conquered them all, that would have been the appropriate reaction. But yeah. Will there be Easter eggs or references? It depends on what you consider what Easter eggs are. So, for example, right, the first animation that I did was nothing but a reference to the Frozen Throne. So, it depends on what you mean by Easter eggs and references. That's a good T-pose. Claws fully out. Maybe? I mean, it's about the dragons, right? Well, not about the dragons, but it's about the House Targaryen or whatever. So villains are heroes that have chosen a different path to the antagonist or protagonist. Those are the best villains. The hero could be the villain. Just depends on perspective, if that makes sense. Those are the best villains. A perfect example would be like Darth Vader. That's like iconic bad guy. That could be Luke Skywalker. That could be anybody. Now, I'm not talking about Anakin Skywalker. I'm talking about Darth Vader. Anakin is, woof. This is like the one case where I think Anakin should have been an emo kid. I don't talk to anybody. Despair is the future and everything else, right? But they made him just a whiny little... And I didn't like that. It broke my concept of him. Because if anybody who should have been depressed should have been Anakin Skywalker, right? If anybody has an emo story, that's Anakin Skywalker. The Targaryen's supposed to be the main focus. See, if you look at the Targaryen lore, right, they have like a huge backstory. So I'm not sure how they're going to do that. Like, they came from across the sea. They had like a kingdom before that sank underneath. They're literally Atlanteans with dragons. So, like, they have a huge backstory. Let's see here. Okay, good. Is that not right? So I don't know where they're going to take it. Pretty much, yeah. Me and YouTube videos. I don't know if anybody else is 3D modeling My Little Pony assets. I know that there's plenty of 2D works out there, but I don't know if anybody's working on 3D stuff. I guess that isn't true. There's like, who is it? Aegon or something like that? Or Armageddon? Something. There's a YouTuber that always does My Little Pony stuff. 3D. But that's done in something totally different, I think. I don't think that works with what I'm trying to do. I might be wrong, but in regards to what? Help me do what in the future? Like make models? Or animate? Depends on what you're referring to. So like help? So this is like a non-paying gig. So this would be like a labor of love. This wouldn't necessarily do that. And I always make sure that my musicians, people that I actually do, always get paid. So I always make sure that if I ask for help or I need something done, like custom music, I always make sure those artists get paid. Always. Because this is my passion project. This isn't anybody else's. So, as long as like somebody realizes walking into this, like, hey, you're probably not going to get paid. It's a passion project. If that makes sense. There's only one? Make models, it's like probably the most time consuming. Because if you don't have a proper rig in order to work with, like that's like the base, right? The very base. If you don't do that correctly, everything else goes wrong. And I have plans to make 3D miniatures in which to sell them. That way you guys can buy them for like tabletop or what have you. Help support my channel, help get paid, make a little profit and a little bit of entertainment for you guys. That's incorrect. claw should be half the size of a skull, I think. So, like, music, custom music would help. I've been looking at several artists that have been in the MLP community. I've been keeping an eye on their works, listening to their music and stuff. Nope, T-pose is off. What's that look? Suckle, knuckle joint, and then claw for pinky. What's your favorite vehicle in the Star Wars universe? Vehicle. I guess I'm a bit of a traditionalist. The X-Wing, I guess. That's a bit of a traditional. TIE Fighter's pretty cool, too. But X-Wing's very distinct. When you see it, you know what it is. How about you? What's your favorite Star Wars vehicle? Looks pretty good. Yep. Oh yeah. When they first appeared, they look really, really badass. I don't care too much about how they go down, but I was like, wait a second, just cables knock them down? That don't seem appropriate. If I had been directing, let's see here, the Clone Wars, I would have made some serious changes. What about you? What's some stuff that you would have changed in the first 3 movies? Or do you like them as is and wouldn't change anything? It depends if the crossover makes sense. In like a logical manner. So what would be like a good crossover, right? I'll give you an example. So I would go with Token's universe with Martin's universe, right? Something that's like technologically the same, magic rules apply, kind of. Like stuff that wouldn't be good crossovers, what would it be? It'd be like total opposites. Like, what would be something? Blue Clues mixed with, I don't know, Jason. Blue Clues with Jason. Like that, those crossovers don't make any damn sense, and it's kind of like a parody. Just thinking about it makes me laugh. So as long as the rules are similar within the worlds, if they are similar, if that makes sense. I would have changed a lot of stuff. I wouldn't have made the Jedi so ignorant to the Sith. I mean, literally at the end of episode 1, they say, you know, there's always 2, right? So they're aware. Yeah. Someone likes Star Wars a lot. See, these vehicles, I don't know, like their actual classifications. Like, what does AT-AT stand for? And what does AAT stand for? This does not belong there. Perfect. Okay, that belongs there. Beautiful. Look at that T-pose. Look at that claw. How's that claw look? It's a little off. Yes. Oh, see? It's like all-terrain or all-armored transport? I don't know. Because you'd think the hovercraft would be the all-terrain, right? The hovercraft? Because literally it could hover over everything. Of course, I don't know how you'd stop, momentum. This would be the middle, right? So I think the middle one needs to be a little bit larger. I think so. No, don't want that. I just want the digit to be duplicated. There we go. Okay. Let's look at this digit. How does it look? Looks alright. So let's see. Actual. This be about half the size. Yeah, I think it'll work out. Yes? Is that right? Dost thou protest so? Oh my. I played with you earlier. You've got cookies. You've got water. What do you want? What is it? You wanna cuddle? Get up here. Yeah, get up here. Come on. There you go. Say hello to the audience. Yep. I'm her jungle gem. Want to say hello to the people? You want to say hello? Looks so disappointed. She's like, entertain me. That's your job. That's your purpose. I already played with you earlier. But I took a nap and I'm ready to go again. She's almost a year old. Here in November. I don't know her actual birthday, but I'm pretty sure that it's like Thanksgiving's Day. Like really, really close to that. Oh, too boring. Gotta go do something else. Yeah. Yes? She's very talkative. Yeah. She's young and rambunctious, and I made sure to play with her before I streamed. That way she wouldn't be like bouncing off the walls. She seems to be all right. Yeah, she's settling down. She's like, you're talking to somebody. I have to be involved. All right, a pleasant distraction. Get back to work. There. Well, thank you. She is sassy, though. I'll tell you what. If you don't play with her, she will let you know. She's a good cat, though. Yeah, they're pretty cool. That's what my dragon's skeleton's based off of. The cat. So isn't there like an actual crossover? Like that's already been done before. But I think it's Equestria Girls, right? I think I've seen some of those animations. I don't know, or I don't remember the YouTuber who did it, but he did some really good 2D animated crossover My Little Pony stuff. And the crossover seems to work, right? There's magic in both worlds. It's a pretty simplistic magic system. Though you'll have to explain the dark side. I don't think there's like a dark side magic in MLP. But that could easily be adjusted. It could easily be. But yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. My Little Pony and Star Wars, easy crossover. You have the little AT-AT horses, horse models. Instead of X-Wings, you'd have, I don't know, Pegasus wings. Do all types of cool stuff. But yeah, that crossover makes sense. You could literally have a pony Jedi. A literal pony Jedi. You wouldn't have to change them much. Like, they're aliens, right? Star Wars universe is nothing but aliens. So why couldn't there be a little My Little Pony creature? You got little green men running around, and There's like Aqua Jedi and all types of stuff. I mean, is Equestria peaceful? I don't know about that. Seems like every season there's a threat, like a universal threat. So I don't know if Equestria is peaceful, or I wouldn't consider it peaceful. Welcome, welcome. Know what I'm saying? I wouldn't consider Equestria like a peaceful place. Yeah. There's always a world-ending threat every couple of seasons. I mean, which is part of storytelling, right? You have to have conflict. I mean, I don't know how to use Zbrush. Let me be clear. I've had no formal training in Zbrush. All this stuff I'm learning with you guys, dude. Like, everything you see, I'm just a babe in the woods. I look up YouTube videos and like basics, and like by no means am I a professional. I don't even have like one of those. I'm using keyboard and mouse. That's what I'm using. Wait, what's this? Basically, the MLP show is that in life you always got problems. No, I just started up not too long ago. Yeah, welcome back, Banana. So I have some artistic ability, right? And before this even got started, it took me about a week just to do the skull itself. So this will actually look at the skull. I'm proud of it, so let's actually look at the skull. And just this week, like, I've done the backbone and the shoulder and the wings. And even still, that's not complete. This is all just getting the model basic points down, right? Like, I still have to I put muscle and bone here, and then this is all T-pose. So even once this model is done, I still have to pose it correctly, right? And I'm not liking the tail. The tail seems too short. Fair enough, always point to the question. It's basically My Little Pony series by Hasbro, but it gets invaded by a technology superior enemy like battle droids or Empire. Would that be watchable for you? Well, you'd have to explain how the battle droids invade Equestria. Like, why would the dark side be interested in Equestria in the first place? So, in any storytelling, you have to have the villain and he wants something, right? So you have to say, the bad guy wants this, right? How do our heroes, our protagonists, stop the villain from obtaining that, right? That's like simple, basic, bare bones storytelling. You have to have an initial conflict. What is that conflict? Which is why I had a bit of a problem with the G5. But I'm not going to talk about that. Spoilers and stuff. I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah, man, get some rest. We'll still be up for a while. Been recording for about an hour. Like I said, I'm going to be like back and forthing for a while. I'm going to try to get, what's it? Probably 2-3 hour streams, or try to. It's like a good starting point. Yeah, man. Get some rest. Get some rest. Oh my gosh. Assuming that my cat will allow me to. This does not belong here. Is this in 3 separate spots? 4 separate spots. Good Lord. Yep. Do I know any tutorials? So Zbrush actually has tutorials on their website, and you can also just YouTube it. Something that I would highly recommend, and I reference all the time, is just type in Zbrush Tutorials and for beginners. And this right here, like I've watched this multiple times. It's long. It's about an hour long, but it helps you with the basics. So Beginner's Guide to ZBrush. It's posted 3 years ago, so they've come out with some new stuff. Just be aware of that. But I haven't had any problem with that. I mean, that's... Like I said, you have to have a reason. Bad guy always has to have a reason. Otherwise, you don't have a conflict or an initial starting point for your base. Yeah, not a problem. Go watch it. It's very informative. ZBrush, the very beginning part, or it's really expensive program, but you can play around with it for free. They've got like a little intro thing. Is that right? Oh gosh. Yes. Do you want to play? I know. I played with you earlier. What? Yes. Yes, I love you too. Sorry, folks. A little bit of an interruption. It's a good distraction, but still an interruption. I mean, yeah. A habitable planet would be very viable. And the Sith are always after, what did I do? Always after more. Like power. Yep. Yeah, I know, right? Excuse me. Can you come play? Yes. Yes, I wish I could. Give me like another hour or 50 minutes. Okay? So you always say that. Won't be surprised if she jumps up on me. Yes? Oh my. And now you want to go outside? That's what she usually does. Come play with the toy. Yes. So this is what happens when I let you take a nap. If you were making a crossover like that, how would you go about making a plot for either a separatist or empire invading? Well, you gotta first start with your main bad guy, and then say, what is it that they want? And then this will be the conflict of which your story rotates. Because you'll never lose sight of that, right? Yes. Sorry, guys. I've gotten distracted with a cat. That's a good distraction. Goodness gracious. Yes. All right, back to work. You good? Are you good? Okay, we'll see. Probably not. Yes? 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 I'm sorry, we're having a conversation. Now she wants to go outside. You are an indoor cat. You have to stay in here with me. Come on. Yes. It's what happens when you allow her to have a single nap, an hour nap. Made sure that she had her cookies and everything was good. Alright, you guys haven't seen me do that. Yeah, she's a good cat. She talks a lot, which I like. So I always try to reply to her when I can. It's how it works. It's how it's working. It's like, you're on my schedule, not you're on my schedule. So I'm on the cat schedule. What she wants, I gots to do. She's running around with a toy. Now she wants to go back outside again. You know, the people want to watch work, right? This isn't work. This is a distraction. Yes, we don't care as long as you get to play. Yes. I'm on her schedule. All right. What was I doing? Probably need like a cat break. I mean, that makes sense. Just remember that in like in Equestria, nobody ever dies. I guess technically. Screensaver's coming on. Cat, come on. All right, where was I? Yes. I mean, doesn't the Sith think that everybody's weak? Except for them? No, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. The primary targets would be the Alicorn, but the primary target would be Flurryheart due to the fact that she is still a baby and the Sith want to capture a Force-sensitive child. To do what with? So you have to answer that question. The child. What is the child's purpose to the Dark Lord? You sure about that? Okay. You're not playing with me, so I'm going to ruffle the curtains. This is equivalent to a child throwing a tantrum. Yes? Entertain me, she says. Entertain me. Like, nope. Well, ignore that behavior. You have to play with me. While Flurry doesn't have the force, you can imagine an Alicorn with power like they have a mindset with. That would be a scary thought. Mindset of Seth. Okay. I mean, so Alicorns are like not necessarily the most powerful creature, right? So, for example, Celestia, right? Our exemplar Alicorn, right? Literally controls the sun. She's been defeated multiple times. Are you sure about that? Protest, protest, protest. You're not playing with me, so I'm going to throw this protest. Protest, protest, protest. Yes. No, just because you're misbehaving doesn't mean that I'm going to do what you say. This quick save before anything else happens. And then move. Good, that protest didn't last too long. Move that down slightly. What is this? This will be... How's that digit looking? The dark side. Your faith in the dark side is misplaced. Then you're going to have to think of your antagonist, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A bad guy Alicorn would be interesting. That's never happened before, so I am kind of curious on what they're going to do in regards to Gen 5. Because it seems like, well, we're getting into spoiler trailers now, but we'll see what Gen 5 does with their stuff. But it seems to be like the main trouble is going to be pony focus. So kind of like Season 1 of Gen 4, right? It's going to be pony focus. There's no bad guy. You don't have to worry about much. There's no overarching villain like there was in Season 2. I might have answers. Well, theories really. But I don't want to talk about it because, it's Gen 5. And not everybody's seen the show. Like I said, give it a month. Give it a solid month. So like was it the 27th or something like that? Then I'll be free to talk about it. Because, if you're wanting to watch it, a solid month will allow you to do it. Is that too long? Is there just 2 digits? 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's good. It's good to think of crossovers and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Yes. We'll come up here. We'll say hello to the people. She's like, no, I just wanna make noise and watch you. And yeah, while an evil alicorn, with the exception of Nightmare Moon, it wouldn't be that impossible. Oh yeah, so the corruption or the it's in there, right? Evil alicorn is a thing. And same emotional thoughts went into like the dark emotions that made Nightmare Moon. It's the exact same thing as the dark side, right? She's feeling lonely. She wasn't beloved by her subjects. She always thought that she was second place, and that resentment built into Nightmare Moon. So I think that's why everybody likes Luna more, is because she's so much more dynamic than, say, Princess Celestia. There's not much dynamic or struggle, right? So it's hard to relate to somebody who is, I wouldn't say perfect, but damn near flawless. She's not a good actor, right? That's like her weak spot. That's such a terrible, terrible thing to have. And she's not like and when you think about Twilight herself, even when she said Flurry at her age was making advanced spells, so Flurry would be priority for the Sith due to the power she has. Oh yeah, I mean, Sith are always one power, right? So it makes perfect sense. So yeah, I mean, Star Wars, My Little Pony, it'll work. Totally work. I think it's been done several times in the past. Multiple times. I think with, Equestria girls, not necessarily ponies. This needs to be linked. What's this here? Why is that there? Is that a duplicate? Man, I have to reorganize these fingers. If Flurry was a Sith, what lightsaber setup could you see her using? Single blade, double blade, like Darnell, or double blade? I know so little about Flurry Heart. I mean, we know her as a child. I honestly don't know. It could be anything, to be honest with you. Who you are as a child does not make you who you are as an adult. So, like, a single blade would be balanced, double blade would be like aggression, and then dual blade, I don't know, defensive. Not a lot of, was it Soka? Is like one of the few people who use double blades, right? I'm trying to think of anybody else who uses dual blades. So I guess it'd just be on how you'd want to convey Flurry Heart. I think the safe option would be probably a single blade, because that's like the standard. Yeah, but was she a Jedi? I know she was Force sensitive. She wasn't a Sith, right? So I don't know. It depends on what you're going for. She was Sith? I don't know. Maybe. I thought she never took the plunge. Because that breaks the rule of 2, so... I thought, she never bound herself to Dooku or whatever. I think I messed up. So she technically wasn't a full Sith. So are there degrees of Sith? But Darth Vader and Palpatine make it like he was a Sith. Couldn't exist, so he can gain power in the Senate. So of interest, I know she was a Force sensitive, right? But I never considered her a Sith. Or maybe a Sith in training, but I don't know. And she doesn't even make an appearance in the movies. She just makes it, what's it? In Clone Wars. The television series. Messed that up. Like, I don't think she made like a huge impact on the show, right? She didn't even make it into the movies. She wasn't even mentioned. Something's wrong. Yeah, assassin. Yeah, she was an assassin. There's something wrong about this object. I'm going to delete it. Isn't that a game? The Old Republic? At least I thought it was. Could be wrong. I assume you mean era. Yeah, but like, so, yeah, the era of the Star Wars universe. But do we know a lot about it? I mean, isn't there like an online game based in the era, in that era of the Old Republic? I know there's like several books and stuff, so. Something's wrong. My digits only need to be 2, I think. 2, maybe. Oh, she is in the hunting mood. Better not tear that up. All right, guys, I have to I have to play with my cat before she gets into too much trouble. Thank you for coming out. I have to go take care of a few things. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming out. Have a good night. Peace.